Hi, I'm Charlotte Merrill, and this is our So Let's Be Friends podcast. This is a place where everyone belongs, and every story matters. Together, we celebrate our differences, bring awareness to disabilities, and build a more inclusive and supportive world. One conversation at a time, let's open our hearts and listen with kindness.
I like when people ask me about my crutches because they can get to know me, and I like having friends, so let's be friends.
This life is beautiful, and you are wonderful.
Hi, friends, and welcome back to So Let's Be Friends, where we can celebrate everyone for who they are. I'm Charlotte, and today I'm so excited to introduce someone very special, Miss Cher Lewis. She works with the Transition School to Work program known as TSW at the high school. Helps students with disabilities life after school and into the community. She has helped so many students discover their strengths. Today we will learn how families, teachers, and businesses can work together. So let's be friends and let's get started.
Well, thanks for having me, Charlotte.
You're welcome.
Thank you, and I'm her mother, Anna.
Can you tell us about yourself and what led you to work in the TSW program?
Well, I never thought I was going to work in SPED. That's not what I had on my goal. I taught sixth grade, and I loved sixth grade. And then I kind of fell into working in SPED and just loved it. So that's what led me to SPED. And then when I came to high school, I just have a passion for trying to help students after they graduate be comfortable and find jobs. And this was a perfect job for that. So that's what led me to it.
Awesome,
Thank you. What do you love most about working with high school students who are preparing for life after school?
I love trying to find specific strengths for kids, and they get excited about it and what makes them really tick and love what they do. And so just trying to find those strengths and what they love to do and see the passion that they have behind it and see if we can find something that they can do after school that aligns with whatever they love.
Do you have any examples of that?
We have several examples. I know one student that I just love, she wants to cook, and so she went to her grandma's this summer and learned how to make cookies, and they sold them for the summer, and she wants to do that after. There's a lot of them. That I have a student that loves to work with his hands, and so he's doing NAVIT this year, and he's excited to learn how to work on automobiles and fix them. And they're all different in what they want to do, and it's just exciting to see what they come up with.
So they're not limited on their strengths, and you really find what they're good at and help them get to that area.
We try to, and we try really hard to give experiences, because you may try something that you think you love and get into it and decide, you know what, I really don't love that like I thought I would. And everybody's that way. I think I changed my degree like 3 times, right? Because I wasn't sure. And once you get into it and then fall into something and know that that's where you're supposed to be, then a lot of them get excited about different things. We try to provide opportunities for them to have that experience. So.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
What do you like, Charlotte? What are you working on? She's a young adult going into adulthood after school. What are you excited about? What are you trying to learn to do? What are you doing right now?
Public's podcasting.
She likes to do public speaking, and she loves to be an actress, and she loves to be in front of people.
Yeah.
So she was trying to find something to do that could help others but also something she loves to do.
Awesome.
Is that right?
Yes.
So
And memorizing.
she's
I can memorize a 20-minute speech.
She's excellent at
Awesome.
memorizing. So she's using her strengths and her talents to do a podcast.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty neat. Thank you. And she was supported in high school as well to give chances to be in plays and to memorize things and get to do public speaking. So thank you.
For those who may not know, what is the TSW program and what is their goal?
So TSW stands for Transition School to Work. So our whole entire goal is to help students get employability skills that they can use after high school. So by the time they leave TSW, they have an idea of where they want to go with their career. They have some experience with soft skills like communication. We have a bookstore where they can learn to run a cash register and give cash back to people and provide customer service. We have a mail run where they can learn the importance of being on time and getting that job done. So we just want to provide experiences that help strengthen employability skills. So when they leave, they'll have practiced interview skills, they have resumes, and it just helps them have some tools.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, huh?
Yes. How do you help students with special needs discover their strengths, prepare for jobs, and further education?
So a lot of what we do is we do interest surveys. We talk about different careers. We do career exploration. And we even do personality tests where you try to figure out, what kind of personality you have so that all of that works together and gives you an idea of where your strengths lie. Because sometimes we just don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm old and sometimes I still need a reminder of what I love to do and then what my strengths are. And we try to
We all
do
need
that.
a reminder.
Yes, we do. So
Yeah. What does a typical day look like for a student in TSW?
So it just varies. Some days they're in the classroom and we're working on those skills I was talking about. Maybe we're doing resumes, maybe we're interviewing. We have different things in the classroom, but then other days they're in the bookstore working, learning inventory, helping make sure the bookstore looks nice and getting all of the snacks put up where they need to be. When the kids come in, the other students come in, they're helping them find what they need and then using their skills to run the cash register. So every day looks a little bit different. Some of our kids do the mail run where they go and collect all the mail from all the different schools, and they also deliver the mail to all the schools in the district. So we have a group of students that do that. So kind of looks a little bit different. And it also depends. Like if I know a student's very interested in one area, then we'll go job shadow. One student last year was interested in the fire science for NAVIT, so we went over there and he was able to talk to the instructor and see what they do and see if that's something he was interested in. We have had a student wanted to get their food handler's license last year, so that was part of our TSW program. So it just looks different for every kid.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Are they given opportunities to drive as well? Is that what you're saying when they go from the different schools, or does?
No, they don't. They don't drive. No.
So I just wondered how that looked.
We're not that brave.
Okay. So somebody else drives and they get to run in and do the fun stuff.
Yes, we
Gotcha.
have a big van and we go over
Cool.
to the district office, collect all the mail, and then we go to each.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and the kids jump out and they deliver the mail and then they grab the mail and kind of all of that. But no, they don't. They don't drive.
And as when you're saying that, I'm like, oh, that sounds exciting.
No.
Okay. Charlotte would like that, huh?
Yeah. How do you partner with families, teachers, and community to support your students?
I think it all has to come together. We all work as a team. So the families are trying to help support at home, find opportunities for their kids at home, give them responsibilities at home. And then the teachers are enforcing those skills and helping academic skills at work or our work at school. And then you've got communities that play a big part because they allow these students to go and job shadow. We've had people from the college come and talk about going to school with an IEP after high school And so the community plays a big part in that as well. So if everybody works together, then we can support our students.
Yeah.
I like that. And we
Yeah.
just opened a bakery, so we would love to get involved. So how could other businesses get involved? I think that's one of the questions.
So
we can do that.
Other businesses, it would be great if we were able to bring them in even for interviews, do practice interviews, job shadowing. If there was a position open where a student could go and work, that would be great too. So if it aligned with whatever it is that they are wanting to do for a career.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the girl that likes to make cookies can come help with the bakery.
Yeah, that would be great. I have 2 of them actually.
So we can talk about that later. If that works for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's the exact reason we bought the bakery, was to support situations like this.
Yeah, that's perfect. Great.
And Charlotte works there, and so does Caroline.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Getting to do the skills that she learned in the bookstore from being at school.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What advice you give parents who are just beginning to think about their child's transition into adulthood?
So I think parents most of all can just be involved, communicate, find out what their kids love, find out their strengths. But also there's a lot of programs that can help kids, and if you become knowledgeable about those things, then you can help your child better. A lot of people don't even know about TSW and what TSW can do. So just being involved and talking and communicating with your child, but also just finding programs that can help them, because there are some out there that are worthwhile.
How do they find out about TSW? Do most high schools have it? Can they just go talk to their principal?
So actually our school and one other on this whole Mountain Navajo and Apache County were one of 2 schools that have TSW. And so actually TSW is partnered, I should have said this with before, but we partner with VR, which is vocational rehab, and it's a state-run program. So everything we do, we report to the state for. So when you apply for TSW, you're actually applying to have help after you graduate. So our TSW program helps students while they're in school, and then as soon as they graduate, then they would have the state to help support them and back them up. And so that's already in place. There's nothing else to do. It's there for help. So
there's a lot of people listening that aren't just in Arizona and White Mountains. So if people are interested, they should just go talk to their high school and see what they have available.
Yes,
there's some program available, most likely.
Like I said, we're only one of 2 in Navajo and Apache County.
Okay.
So I would just talk to the office if you're interested in it, and see if the program's available before, if anybody in our school district is interested, they can come talk to me and I can tell them all about it. I have a brochure, I've got information. You'll have to fill out an application. You have a meeting with VR, and it's kind of a little bit at the beginning, and then after that there's not much. But the cool thing about it is that afterwards you have the support from the state when you've graduated and you no longer have school support.
That is neat.
So, and VR is great. They help with a lot of different things. I know they've helped some kids go to school if that's in their career plan. I know that they've done testing as far as helping kids decide what career path would be good for them. So there's different things that they can do after graduation.
And I know there are other programs in other states, if they call them something different, just because helping my son in Utah on different things. Yeah. They just had other programs. So just maybe look something up or reach out to people, and they can.
Even if you Googled it, you can get on and talk about, transition plans, and it gives you information. You get to the state websites.
Thank you.
What can schools do better to prepare students with disabilities for the real world?
That's a good question. I think that our school does really well. They have a lot of programs where kids are learning skills that they're going to use on a daily basis. I think just offering those classes where you are using, math in like shopping or things like that for students with disabilities, I think it's important for them to learn to use tools, learn to use those calculators, learn to have experiences where they actually are doing budgets. And we do have a math class that's great for that. It's Math for Life. I think it's called something different this year, personal finance. So just some things like that help out.
That's a good idea. I
Yeah.
think all of us need to take that Math for Life class.
Yeah. Can you share a success story of a student who found independence from the program?
I can think of one that just makes me so happy from last year. So I had a student, part of our TSW is disability awareness. So we want students to know what an IEP is. We want to know the different parts of an IEP, how they can help us, what's an accommodation, a modification, those kind of things. So before his IEP, we went through all of that, and we went through everything in his IEP. And then at the end, I said, so can you run the IEP meeting for us? And he was like, I don't know. And it's scary because you have all your teachers there, right?
Yeah.
And you also have the principal probably, or a vice principal. And you have a lot of people in an IEP meeting. So he was a little bit scared. But he took that challenge on, and we practiced before the meeting. And then during the meeting, he ran his entire IEP meeting himself.
Wow.
And he was able to tell the teachers, this is what helps me. These are the accommodations I need. And there was, I think, actually one where he said, I don't need that and I won't use it. But he spoke for himself. And then afterwards, all the teachers broke out in applause and clapped for him. And he thought it was really cool. And I was just on, cloud nine. I loved it. It was so fun. So fun.
Cool.
And he just gained some confidence and some knowledge about his disability, which is important.
And that's such a huge skill to take with you afterwards.
Yeah.
Leaving on your own, knowing to advocate for yourself and not count on other people to have to do it for you.
No, the things that help you learn better and what you need to be successful and how you communicate that to other people is important. But that was fun. I loved it.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are some of the biggest challenges students face in this transition, and how do you help them?
I think the biggest challenge that I think I see is just overwhelmed, a little bit scared. Like, what am I going to do when I get out of high school? Where am I going to go? The next step is scary for everybody, not just kids with disabilities, but everybody. And it's just a big step and a big challenge. And so maybe just breaking that down and making it just a little step by little step by little step is a little bit easier, and kind of giving a direction, just an idea of where you want to go.
Yeah.
Because it's scary, right?
Yes.
It's scary, like you said, for everybody. But yeah, especially if you don't know if you're going to be accepted or how to advocate or do different things. So I like the little steps, one step at a time.
Mm-hmm. What steps can families take?
Well, we've kind of already talked a little bit about that. So just be involved. I think just talking a lot to your child is big. Find out what they love, what they're going to do. Provide opportunities for them to experience different things. And so they can choose, hey, I didn't know I was good at that, but I'm actually good at that. Or I thought I liked that, but I don't. So providing experiences for them, and then just support them and love them. I mean, that's what we do, right?
Yeah.
Just support them and love them, yes.
Yes.
I know Charlotte and Caroline and Kalisha have been very involved in plays and things because that's what they love.
Mm-hmm.
And then Harrison, kind of what you were talking about, he thought he liked to do those things too because his sisters did. And so we put him in a play. And he made it through the play, but by the end he decided, I don't want to do another play. And so it was fun to give him that experience, get to see what his big sisters are doing, but then to recognize and respect that he is not interested in that stuff.
That's not
at
his
all.
thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not his thing at
And
all.
that's okay, right?
Was
And that's
the
okay.
planes.
Oh, he loves airplanes. Yeah.
So there you go.
We've reached out to another program, the Civil Air Patrol. People don't know of that. They're very accommodating to those with special needs and let them get up in the planes and figure out how to help them take tests. So there's lots of programs out there. You just have to, like she said, look things up, and he may never get to fly airplanes. We don't know. I mean, he gets to be in the when they get him up to the top, up in the clouds, then they hand him the
Then
controls.
he gets to.
Yeah.
He probably will surprise you.
Yep, he's going to continue to surprise us.
We just went to a conference, an IDEA conference, and the key speaker was born without any arms at all. She has no arms, and she became a licensed pilot.
That's incredible. And that's what we're hoping to
And
see.
so
That makes
she
me
had
happy.
to, she went
That's
through
cool.
everything that it took her to be able to do that. And how she's like, the first time I'm like, how do I even get in the seatbelt and the harness? And so she told how she had to, it took her 45 minutes to figure out how to even get into the seat. But she got her pilot license and she has no arms. Like,
That's
it's
cool.
That's
and now they're
incredible.
working on an airplane for people like her that can fly with using feet controls.
That's amazing.
So-
I love that. And that's what, with Harrison, they were saying he may never get to be a pilot, but now that they're getting to know him and they're seeing how technology is changing, kind of like what just happened, they're saying, I don't know. I think he actually has a good chance. And so we're
Could
just
do
going to keep
something.
working in that direction
Mhm.
and be hopeful that, you know, technology keeps changing. So
Technology is changing like crazy.
It is, isn't
In the
it?
good way and the scary way.
That's true.
So yeah, don't just keep your hopes up and keep trying things. Don't give
Yeah.
up on it because, yeah, like she said, technology is changing and they can make foot pedals if you don't have arms
Yeah.
to fly a
Mhm.
plane. That's amazing. I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, we liked it. We thought it was a fun thing to listen to because she
Yeah.
just kind of talked about all the stuff that she did. She surfed. She did everything that you would think somebody without arms would not be able to do. And it was very cool. So
Yeah.
you never know.
Exactly.
How can community get involved to support students?
Well, we kind of already talked about how community was a big part of the team, right? So
Mhm.
allowing a student to come in and just see what you do, ask questions about their business. We have amazing community leaders and a lot of business people that could give some ideas and just help them along the way. And sometimes it's just sharing their story gets people excited and inspired. And so just being a part.
Yeah.
So if a business wanted to get involved, do they just reach out to you? Would that
Sure.
be the best way?
Sure.
Okay.
They could call me and we could go from there.
Yeah, go ahead and reach out to us, even message us, and we can
Yeah.
get you the information if that's something you're interested in. Thank you.
What is advice would you like to give?
To students, are you talking?
To anyone, if you had
To
any
anyone-
advice.
any
to give.
advice? To students, I would say I had this conversation today with a student, is that you just need to figure out what you're good at and what you love and be okay with that. And not everybody's going to be great at school academics, but that same person might be able to fix a car or do something hands-on. And so everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Even people that you think maybe everything comes easy to, they still have areas that they struggle. We all do.
Yeah.
And so just recognizing that I might struggle in this area, but I can also find tools to help me with it, but also I might be really good in this area. A couple of our students draw amazing pictures. I mean, just amazing. And it's amazing to me to sit and watch them because I don't have that ability. So I love watching that, and that's a talent and something that they're good at. So just finding those strengths.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. What is inclusion?
Inclusion's kind of a buzzword, but to me, it's just allowing the opportunity for everybody to be a part, to participate, to contribute, and to do it on their own terms.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
And she loves it.
Yeah.
You found something you love, huh?
Yes.
So how long did it take you to figure out that this is what you love? How old were you? Were you like in high school, or was it after? Or?
When was your very first speech? Do you remember how old you were?
12.
You were actually 11 years old.
11?
You got to speak at a Penny Wars convention to bring awareness to disease and disorders, and you memorized a 2.5-minute speech. And it took a lot of speech therapy and the speech therapist working with
Yeah.
you.
And how did you feel when you were done?
Happy?
Yeah. Were you confident? Did you build your confidence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later on, doing more plays, I fell in love with acting more than public speaking, but I like them both.
That's awesome.
Yep. And that's actually where this podcast came from, was from her very first speech.
Yeah.
The doctor that had her do it named it So Let's Be Friends, because that's how she ended her speech.
Oh,
And so we
very
actually
cool.
play that little 11-year-old voice that she has. So let's be friends at the beginning of this
Oh, how
podcast over and
fun.
over. And so,
Very fun.
yeah, and then
Thank
from
you.
there, she's done up to 20-minute speeches memorized. And it's just something she loves and wants to keep doing, and then wants to share with others that people with disabilities can do things. And I like
Yeah.
how Cher said it, they can find their strengths. Sometimes we think that we don't have strengths, but we can actually find them.
Yeah.
Good at, like making cookies.
Yeah.
I'm not good at making cookies. I bought a bakery and I cannot make cookies. I hired somebody else to do
She's
that.
always questioning herself, like, why?
Yep, I bought a bakery. Why did I buy a bakery, Charlotte?
To help us.
To help you guys, yes. I didn't.
And to
It's not my strength to bake.
keep others going that cannot get jobs, but love doing this, like baking.
That's awesome.
Or finding what else they're good at. Like we have another woman who's great at cleaning, and she loves to come into the bakery and just clean up after everybody, which I hate cleaning. So she loves. We put all the pots and pans in the sink, and she comes in and cleans them. It makes her happy.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody has their different strengths and talents and likes and dislikes. So
I like just helping out.
Yeah.
I am trying to learn how to bake.
But the question is, do you like to eat it?
Yes.
Like cookies?
Yeah.
she does.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
Today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's fun. Hey.
So let's be friends.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You did good,
If
Charlotte.
you're listening, thank you for being a part of this. We are excited to share more stories and more truth and more love in every episode. Until next time, love one another, and like I say, so let's be friends.